Howdy everyone, hello, welcome back to more of Let's Play Blind Dark Cloud. I am of course the Black Shadow, welcome to the main menu. It has been a little bit of time since I recorded the last session of this game. Obviously, as I mentioned, I was holding back on doing the next session of this recording until I got some feedback from you guys regarding some bits and pieces that had happened over the last few videos. And a huge thank you to everyone that has responded and given some feedback. People have been attempting to give me what help they can without trying to spoil the game, which I do appreciate because, you know, it's a blind run and people just told me, you know, you must do this to get this and this and this and this and this is how you win the game. And, you know, it might spoil some bits and pieces. That would be a problem. Alright folks, so having just spent half an hour having to redo the events of at least the last video, if not the video before that, we've more or less put back Queens back to what it was in the previous video. More or less, but I will need to screw around this a little bit more anyways if I want to look to get hold of the 100% completion anyways for the request. So I'll worry about that later on. Now, one thing I did want to delve into quickly was mentioned before I get into stuff with, like, weapons and all the rest of the stuff going on, which we will deal in a moment, is revolving around Susie's store. Now, if you guys remember, with Susie, she asked us if she thinks that we should change the name of the store or not. Now, I went and pressed no, but I am curious to see what happens if we press yes. So, while my voice decides to not want to work particularly well, let's go and find out. For science. Hello, Susie. Kinda slightly creepy Susie, but, well, I've seen worse. Yep, always need something at Susie's. Sure. So, nope, it's not quite right. What kind of names are good? Okay. Look at her face, she's so worried. With the freshen up watery, the magical watery, or the fighting watery? Magical watery. Alright, nice. Not a problem. She'll give us our item for help for putting the things together, which is the premium water. Thank you. I'm curious. Yeah, I thought so. I was pretty damn sure that this inventory was different. This is totally different from what we normally had. We had antidote and honey water we could buy here. Now we can purchase cheese, and we can buy all 5 of the crystal types available for us, folks. That is pretty damn awesome, folks. That is really, really, really damn nice. I'm wondering now, what if we try a different name? Right, so I'm really curious here. If we say no, the name's no good, let's try a different name, because I get a feeling that the different names here might well represent different inventories that we can get Susie to sell. So let's try the freshen up watery, who she thinks is cute. Very good. Just speed up the game here. Da-da-da-da. You didn't see any of this. Emulators, you're damn useful for this. Yep, freshen up watery. Fantastic. So, what have you got now? Oh, this is totally different. So now she sells bread instead of cheese, and she has the 4 modifiers for attack, endurance, speed, and magic potency. Instead, interesting. That's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. What about the fighting one? Right. So let's try the other one, which is the, what was it, the fighting watery? Let's see what this produces. That's cool. Very good. She'll obviously give us our stuff. Premium water, thank you. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so now we can buy premium chickens, which is not bad at all. We can buy bombs, but we can already buy bombs from Rando. We can also get hold of Sea Killers, Mage Slayers, and Undead Busters. I mean, it's not bad, but I think one of the other two is probably going to be more useful for us. The question is, which one, though? Also, does it change the name of the, Oh, yeah, it does. The Warrior's Washery. Pretty sure that's not what I called it, but whatever. Maybe it's a translation error or something. Whatever. So which one do we choose, folks? Because I had not intended at all to, like, mess around with this. I was just going to look it up, but as, you know, I've had to redo the events in the last video, I might as well play around with this. Right, so after a little bit of self-debate and just thinking about it, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go with the Freshen Up Watery. I think it's going to be our best choice here. This is the one that will give us the access to the level 1 stat modifiers. Now, the reason I'm going for that is, assuming I remember this game correctly, I did choose the one, right? We've not had a store that allows us to buy any of this stuff yet, realistically. I'm pretty sure we haven't seen any of this, so this is unique in that respect. Now, the gem stuff is really damn nice. However, if memory serves me correctly over at Joker's here, can't we buy elemental gems from him? I'm pretty sure we can. We can, yes. So there's no point, and also we've also got access to the Sea Killers and Mage Slayers here already, actually. So we don't get the Undead Busters, fine, but we've already got access to everything else here, but more or less in this store. So it makes no sense not to make that the Freshen Up Watery. Get access to those level 1 stat modifiers, because they'll always be useful as well. Always, 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 always. So I think this is probably the best way to go about this, and I think it should be pretty solid. Just have the water. Just have the water, buddy. I'm fine. I'm okay. So I reckon that's what we're going to look to do, folks. We'll stick with the Freshen Up Watery. That was a nice little bonus, wasn't it, there? Very good. All right, then. I've got one more bit of business to quickly do in this video before we can carry on, and that business is, I'll be right back. Right, folks, I'm pretty sure we're basically up to where we were at the end of the last video, folks. Now, this is all kinds of unfortunate in the respect that I've got a hell of a lot of editing to do in this video, and there's probably more to come still. That wouldn't shock me. So, we know that the Moon Orb turned up here at the fruit stands, but she gave it away, and she's got no idea who she gave it to, which is a bit of a problem. And the question now is what do we do next? Where's our next potential lead for getting hold of the fruit here? Now, as it turned out, because at the end of the last video, I had no idea what to do next. As I was paying a visit to this lady here, there's more fortunes she can apparently tell us. So we ought to probably go and pay her a visit. Where is the man whom the Queen loved? Because, of course, the Queen went and offed herself and chucked herself into the river, right? But where was the man who went missing? Oh, God. No. Like, there are so many questions, and they're just not enough answers. Wait a minute. Yeah. Hold on. Ah, the book I saw. It wasn't Rando who eloped the Queen, was it? Maybe? Yeah, no, that's a fair point. Yeah, that was 100 years ago, so it can't possibly be him. Unless something strange is going on here, folks. Well, after that case of sexual harassment, let's go and pay Rando's store visit, I guess. We'll deal with all the weapon stuff and what I'm going to do with, like, the judgment and the axe and that. I'll deal with that once we get to the end of this little event chain here. Because, of course, that was another bit I got plenty of feedback on. Which, again, I do appreciate. We'll get to this soon. But let's go and pay Rando a visit first. And the quickest way for me to go is this way, basically. Again, I'll deal with, like, getting this place 100% requested later. This video is technically already taken well over an hour, and I think, as far as you guys are seeing, we're about 10 minutes in. So, believe me, I'm not too happy about the current situation. Now, I remember seeing this book behind Rando. He's definitely gone. What have we got here? I don't know. Gonna put this paper in this music box and then lock it. This box is our promise to each other. You keep the music box, and I keep the key. Ha. Good question. God damn it. Who the hell is Rando? I don't know. Well, we've got ourselves the music box key, everyone. I think that's what we need to clear to get total language failure. What we need to clear floor 17. There's a fruit of Eden here as well. I want to just pose a question here. Was Rando, like, a ghost? Possibly. Maybe. I don't think Rando's who he said he was. We'll put it that way. Regardless, we've got what we need, which is the key here. So that is very damn good. That's what we need to, in order to move on with the game. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're going to give Towan this extra HP. Obviously, some stats have changed slightly, mainly defense stats, so I'll quickly circle you through these and see what they all stand like. There you go. All very nice. So, before we head back into the shipwreck and find out what the hell we're going to do, we need to discuss weapons. So, a couple of videos ago now, we picked up the Last Judgment Hammer. And I asked you guys, should we use it? Because we've obviously got the Battle Axe, which is pretty damn powerful, and we've been using that, and then we have the Trial Hammer. There was lots of complication in regards to what we should do. Now, again, you guys have been really great in giving me some advice in regards to what we should do weapon-wise without trying to spoil too much. I will admit, I did end up doing a little bit of looking up of Goro's weapon trees for the respective weapons and kind of seeing what was going on, because I kind of needed to know that. And what I've basically decided we're going to do is we're going to keep the Battle Axe. And we are going to keep that, which means that we are going to look to break down the Last Judgment and give that 103 attack to someone. Now, I think I'm probably giving it to you. Because there will be a bit of speed here, but I don't know. I mean, I could still give it to Towan. Both are very, very justifiable here. I mean, the Crystal Ring is not a bad find by any stretch of imagination either. So, I think I'm. Problem is though, is that I could arguably give it to. Maybe I should give it to Towan here, so I've got two decent leg bands. Because at the moment, I mean, Xiao's slingshot is just totally dwarfing the Crystal Ring here, and there's not much I can really do about the situation. It's still a lot of use, so maybe I might break this down, give it to Towan. I don't know. What we are going to do, however, is we are going to break down the Trial Hammer. And what we're going to do with said Trial Hammer is we are going to put it onto the battle axe. So we're going to synth this onto here, which will mean we do lose our bonus gold, but it means the overall is we gain the ABS up here, you can see, which is hugely important. Also, nice stat increase as it is here as well, up to 77 on the mid-breaker. God almighty. 112 attack there, so this is some weapon for sure. Okay, and we're going to use the power-up powder that we found in order to actually put this up. What does this need? Needs fire, needs undead. The mimic breaking should probably get there. Okay, so we'll give it undead busters. And we can give it a metal breaker as well. Sure, that sounds good to me. Let's upgrade it. Wait, what? I expected that to disappear. I assume those are going to get negated by the pour ability on the hammer. Huh. Bonus. All right. That is a huge bonus then. Fantastic. All right. So for this to upgrade, it still needs more attack. My God. So this still needs a little bit of work, but that's fine. This can be addressed. So let's go and customize this now because we are a bit short on space here. We are going to put on another undead buster, another metal breaker, and this needed plant buster, I think, as well. So we'll whack those on there, which is good. What it also means, so if the Last Judgment is going to... Still going to use the Last Judgment because we need to get us up to level 5 so we can break it down. So it'll be a little while until we actually use that, but it should be fine. Which means that I need to make a decision who I intend to actually use and give this to. Man, Toan is getting made really, really redundant here. If I give this to Ruby. Magic, though, I mean, that's pretty fucking useful. Sorry, Toan. You lose out this time. It's going to go to Ruby here. So what we will do then is we will upgrade Toan's sword now, assuming I customize it, which I did, so I can get more attachments on it. I'm gonna give that to give it to Ruby, which is a tough call. Okay, so you need loads of our weapons need anti-beast. We don't have any anti-beast stuff though. I'm not even too sure where to get it from. So you need thunder and holy. Right, we can give you a load of holy. That will not be difficult. I've got tons of these crystals, and we'll give you some. What else was it you needed? Thunder, I guess. Do I upgrade Ruby's weapon now, or do I wait? I'm going to try and hold off using it. I will need to bust through part of the next dungeon, the dungeon anyways, in order to actually get to the exit. So I can probably get Goro's Last Judgment finished leveled up here with any luck. So, right then, I will go and see you guys at the end of stage 17 in the shipwreck. I'll be 2 seconds. Man, the editing I've got to do in this video. God almighty. Right, folks. So I have managed to get hold of fully leveling up the Last Judgment here. So let's get this up to level 5. And then we shall be breaking this down. And we shall be giving this to Lucky Ms. Ruby. Because we wouldn't want to make her angry, would we? No. No, we wouldn't. So I'm going to take that off for that. Oh, man. That's, this is some meaty weapon now. Good God, look at that. That's maxed. Max. Virtually max. Close to max. Very lucky lady. She wins the ruffle raffle. So there we go. That is upgraded. Can this be built up already? No, it still needs a load of elemental work. But I can start playing around with that now that I've got access to, you know, all the money required and all the gems required now. I can get those at Joker shops. Not too bad. You need Undead and Anti-Mage. Okay, then. Crystal Ring's only got 2 slots still at this point, which is unfortunate. But, you know, it could be worse. This is some weapon now, goodness me. It has no right to really be this powerful. You could argue maybe I wasted some of this a little bit with the attack and magic points, but it'll be fine, folks. It will be fine. We also need to just quickly rearrange some weaponry around. There we go. Put that over there. That's obviously what she's using. Got the bandit ring, which I might at some point decide to do that off-stream work. So you get to use the battle axe, which is still more powerful than its predecessor, for that matter. Still needs more attack though, goodness me. Okay then, that sounds pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Toad's just sitting there thinking, why Shadow? What did I do to you? And the answer is, not a lot, it's just kinda broke down. Right, we're also gonna take off that as well, because we're gonna put on these bombs here, because we might as well put these on, because we've got, I can only assume, a boss fight upcoming. Here's the magic box, folks, so let's go and use this. Here is the key. Uh-oh. More blinding text. Sire, I wonder how many years later that you will be reading this. The opening of this music box signifies us overcoming our different status in society and joining as one. But I know that we would never be blessed by all to be together. Just ask the cathedral guy. But still, the two of us from the future... Right. Future, okay. The two of us from the future have decided the place will probably be a church at night. Just the two of us. There would never be anyone blessing your future with a man of such lowly status. It is I, from the past. I send these heartfelt words to you. Congratulations, Your Majesty. Here we are at the cathedral. Wait, this isn't the same place. Hi. Are we? Uh-oh. Well, this is unfortunate. But predictable. For boss time! Against the Sire here. Okay, so... She is... I'm on the wrong thing here. Right, we need to be careful of this ice magic. This is an immediate problem. Let's get Toan out of that so we can at least get out of there. He will still be frozen. That's a bit of a problem. Right, so the question is, how are we going to do damage to Lasaya here? Oh, hello. Well, that did actually some damage. Oh, she didn't appreciate that, though. She was like, that's incredibly mean. And I'm like, yeah, it was. Bollocks. No. Let me change. Ow. Okay, so I can't change it until I'm unfrozen. Whatever. Throw bombs. Uh-oh. Didn't mean for that to happen, though. Whoops. Right. Heal. I like he's actually legit frozen there. He's not even moving. It's pretty sweet. No. Oh, I can change? Whatever, game. Right. I think we better actually change some weapon that your fire... That sounds like what I should be using here against Crazy Lady over... No, no effect. You're kidding me, right? Damn. Oh, no. What the hell hit me? What was that? That was a bit glitchy. Whatever. Right. We want to put on... Let's put a revival powder on here, just in case the worst happens, I strongly suspect. Could be a good idea. Right, Ruby, you've got fire element on this, haven't you? You do. Fight magic with magic? Hello? This could be made to work. Ugh. Oh, these damn whirlwinds dotted around. That's unfortunate. Ugh. Damn, it's not having any effect here. It's like a force field. Oh, bollocks. All right, you're still frozen as well. Shit. Ow. All right, if this is how it's going to be. Oh, that froze me as well. That's unfortunate. Okay, so this freezing state is a bit of a problem here. We are being made to look kind of silly. It's a bit of a problem. I'm trying to work out when exactly she's vulnerable to being hit. The answer is not then. Let's be honest, the answer is not right then. Ow. Oh, really? That refroze me? And she got a double hit out of it too? That's kind of ridiculous. Ugh, bollocks. Who's not frozen? You're not frozen, apparently. Good. Right, so the slingshot's not going to work here. So Xiao is basically here for maneuverability. It's about what all she can manage here, which is not great. Unless force field's down. No, that has no effect. Okay, that is very unfortunate. No. Oh, that hit me. Rude. Right, okay. What's the idea here? They're all fucking frozen, for Christ's sakes. I just got to get these guys unfrozen here. Which ain't great. There we go. Just stay at distance, get them unfrozen. Because when we're frozen, she's like trying to get these... Oh, God! She's trying to get these icicles down on me when I'm frozen, basically, to get some area of effect damage going in. But got to present that. I also might be an idea. Anti-freeze amulet? Yeah. Sounds a good idea. I'm going to take the oil repair powder off. I don't think that's going to be a problem here. Right. Ruby? Show me what you can do, lady. Oh, well, that was effective. Rival powder gets used there to give me half my health back. Right, so the anti-freeze amulet decided not to prevent me from being frozen. That's also not what I meant to do there. Whoa. This tracking magic's a bit rude. Oh, bollocks. Effect there, damn. Nope. Come on, camera. I don't know why sometimes the magic's hitting and sometimes it's not. Can't work out the exact science behind what's going on, folks. The times it's hitting, times it's not. Like, I noticed the force field's occasionally going down, but it doesn't seem particularly in sync with when she's actually vulnerable, which makes life a bit difficult here. Unless I've got to attack her from close enough, perhaps. Maybe I'm just outside of effective range. No, that doesn't seem to be the answer. No, we just got to hit and run here with the fire magic. Eventually. Oh, bollocks. Run! Oh, damn. Bitch! Right. Do we have another rival powder? We do. Okay, then. This is not doing anything for us here, folks, and that's kind of unfortunate. I don't want to run this. We'll be pretty careful with health now. Get hit again, I'll hit with the cheese. Should have bought my health. I didn't know. Alright, kids, I didn't know. Also, why is that suddenly... Oh, of course it is. Be nice to not have like a health meter. These boss fights, that was close. I'm gonna just duck and weave here a little bit. Oh God! Like I know when I was getting in there with Gore, I was doing some damage. To be fair, Like, when the shot actually wants to connect and do damage here... Fuck. Right, we got problems here. Alright, let's break out of that. Heal you. You're out of health, folks. This is a bit of an issue we have currently. Not gonna lie. Right, that's the problem with melee hitting. Yeah, that just doesn't do anything, does it? I don't know if it can be made to do anything's the problem. Shit. If we're lucky. Right, so when we choose someone that's frozen... Oh, man. Right, so the ice orbs are trying to go for us here, and they'll just keep going for us until someone gets frozen. So there is some manipulation of the system that can be employed here. Oh, we got her! Oh, thank God. Ooh, that was not a fun boss fight. I tell you what, I'm immediately glad that I decided to put the Last Judgment onto Ruby's weapon there. That was an inspired decision. We've had this several times now. I've like done something and then immediately decided that was a great idea in future. Oh, that was tough. That was tricky. That was tricky. We were looking in tough spots there. Well, anyways, we have defeated Lasaya here. Thank goodness. Oh my God. It's at the rando, nearly. Yeah, I know the feeling, buddy. Regrets. And just wishing you'd done things differently. Oh, wait, he did turn up? I'll be honest, I've not been able to follow this whole story particularly well. It's kind of my own fault. Huh. Of course. Yeah, we remember being told that the moon sphere could be used in order to, you know, basically keep someone alive forever. It makes sense now. It would be impossible for it to be the same guy unless he had the orb, keeping him alive. You're too late, buddy. Cheers, buddy. Got what we were after. No, he never needed it, but I kept quiet to leave. Well, cheers for that, buddy. Nice to know that you've got my back. Yeah, you did. I want 1 million gold. Now. Ugh. I mean, you could look slightly less evil at the moment. That'd be great. Uh-oh. And so 100 years ago. Lovely. kind of change history? Maybe I'm thinking too hard. I think so. The important thing, folks, is we've got the Moon Orb. That is the orb that controls the moon ship. We need to go and, of course, give that back to the village so that we can assumably get to the next location on the map. I need to do a little bit of inventory sorting. That would be a good idea, but I reckon this might actually be a good spot just to end the video, as is anyways. So thank you much for watching. I know I've got a ton of work to do on this video. I'm going to go and sort out my inventory. I need to buy some bits and pieces. I need to look ahead at what I intend to use in regards to stuff. Yes, Shadow. Well done. Stuff. Congratulations. I need to work out what I intend to do for, like, my weapons and such. I need to look at what I'm going to be needing to get for them so I know what I need to buy, basically. So, I'll give you all a bit of a run-up when we get on with the next video. But, as for that, well, thank you much for watching. As always, take care here, folks. Next time, we go back to the Brown Blue Village.